I'm Calvin Chapman with another edition of the HGP Sportscast. The Guyana Golden Jaguars national football team adds finishing to their training ahead of their international friendly against Suriname here on Sunday at the Guyana National Stadium.
The all-local players selected from the Stag Elite League clubs will engage neighboring Suriname in a grudge match, their first international friendly after the World Cup qualifier. Striker Gregory Richardson took time out to talk about the team's readiness.
We're working hard, we're doing the right thing, and everybody being on a good note, everybody enjoying the game, nobody in vex, nobody in studying nothing. Just coming for play football and have fun.
Coach Shabazz reinforces that it's better to field local players always, but if needed, then seek foreign-based players.
Well, you know, we always make a methodical start to the project, in that we happy to start with what we know, you know, the local base players who are in our face, who've worked very hard and had good performances in the Elite League, right? And the Suriname game would provide a test for us. It will answer questions as to the areas we're strong in, the areas we're weak in, and it will give us an idea of if and who we need to bring in from among the overseas-based players, you know.
The international friendly Guyana Golden Jaguar versus Suriname at the Providence Stadium kick off at 18 hours or 6 p.m. Ticket costs regular $1,500, VIP $5,000, and booths $80,000.
The AAG on Friday announced its athletic campaign qualifier meet scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, February 27 and 28.
President of the Athletics Association of Guyana, AAG, Aubrey Hudson, announced the two-day qualifier to be held at Lenora Track and Field facility for all categories of athletes.
We know this is the final of the three selection meets that we're going to have this year for our Carifta team, going off to Grenada to compete in the Carifta Games, which will be held on the 26th to the 28th of March.
Partnering to make the meet successful and further the development of athletes, Answer McCall is on board with its Smalta brand.
There's nothing in this world more important than developing our youth in a positive manner. There's nothing more important than ensuring that they have something positive and substantial to fulfill their time and their talents. And without the AAG, we wouldn't be here, we wouldn't be sitting at this table launching this event. And I'm looking forward to seeing all our athletes come out and perform at their best and do their best and get themselves ready for the Carifta Games in Grenada. Smalta is just on board just to say that we acknowledge what the AAG is doing and we support you wholeheartedly in any way that we can. And we will be there on those 2 days supporting our athletes, and we will be flying the golden arrowhead when we go to the Carifta Games, and all throughout their athletic careers we will be on board supporting and ensuring that whatever they need and in whatever way we can be there with Smalta and through Answer McCall, we will be there. So
a more robust qualifying regime is programmed for the athletes in order to select the best team to represent Guyana at Carifta Games 2016, Hudson added.
Our selection process is very stringent. We did not go with a one-off meet. We went with a series of 3 of them through the advice of the coaches, because we find that some of the athletes would peak not necessarily on one competition, may have a bad day. So we want to ensure that the athletes we send out there are the athletes who overall have a great performance.
Hand in Hand Insurance Company replaces GTM as Guyana Cricket Board's Under-19 program official sponsor. Director and Fire Manager of the company, Howard Cox, shared the major reason for the deal.
But in the past few years, even with all that is going on, our cricketers from the under 15 to the senior level have proven to be the best in the region and have won all the competitions they've taken part in. There is obviously a desire to play, and this desire should not be stifled in any way. There is more talent out there, and it must be brought to the fore, and we will play our part.
This sponsorship will cover both forms of the game played at this level, namely the one-day 50 overs and 3-day inter-county championships. Honorary Secretary of the Board, Anand Sanasi, gave an overview of the tournament.
The tournament will have 3 teams, namely Essequibo, Berbice, and Demerara, playing in both formats, and we've added another thing that we've introduced that has created some successes. is our under-15 team. When we pick that under-15 team nationally, we allow that team to play in the under-17 tournament. And we do the same thing for the under-17 tournament when we're playing the under-19. So you would have 4 teams playing in this competition, the 3 county teams and the national under-17 team.
Currently, the Guyanese trio of Captain Shimron Hetimaya, Vice Captain Kimo Paul, and wicketkeeper Tevin Imlak, who represented the victorious under-19 West Indies team at the ICC World Cup 2016, all came through the GCB inter-county format and hand-in-hand took the opportunity to make presentations to the champion players at this ceremony. In the PCL, leaders Guyana Jaguars' crucial 7th round match against second-place Barbados Pride at Kensington Oval, the home team looks set to dismiss their rivals for a low tally. The score just after tea was 155 for 6, with Devendra Bishu striking just after the break to remove the set batsman Shamar Brooks for 56. Early on, West Indies vice-captain Craig Braffett scored 40. Jaguars are on 101 points, Pride 86. Sean Embrock will now tell us what more is happening this weekend in sports.
Thank you, Calvin. And now for your weekend sports roundup. Round 3 of the Milo Under-18 Secondary School commence on Saturday, February 20 and continue on Sunday, February 21. Day 1 will see Kingston Secondary versus St. Mary's Secondary School. Cummins Lodge Secondary plays Dolphin Secondary, St. Winifred's Secondary to face Tugville, and Chases Academy takes on East Rumville Secondary School to complete 4 matches. On day 2, 3 matches will be played. North Georgetown Secondary faces St. Joseph Secondary School, Brickdam Secondary battles Lodge Secondary, and North Rumville Secondary brings the Courtins down against Queen's College. And finally, Guinness Greatest of the Street, West Demerara East Bank will see 4 teams battle at the semifinals slated for Saturday, February 20 at the Port Roy Tarmac, West Bank, Demerara. First up, Chateauville Gunners will battle Harmony Ballers for the first spot in the final, and Brothers United go up against Harmony Ballers B in the second semi-final. The Guinness event kicks off at 8 p.m. and fans will enjoy Guinness promotional deals all night long. The final is set for match day, Tuesday, February 23 at the same venue. And that's your weekend sports roundup. I'm Sean Embrock.
And that concludes the HGP Sportscast. Your weather is up next.